Okay, for the Revit, 2018. No, okay. When you open you open the Revit, you can see this screen. This screen we call that welcome screen. In this screen, just now you can see the up one is the project, the second one is family. So our first few sessions we will focus in this project, how to create the thing. Okay, so this one you have the template. This one you call the recent template. We put the template in here. So if during you are downloading, if you are during you are downloading the software, if you are all the process are correctly, you can see this one. But some if you are download fail somewhere, right, you cannot see this thing. You need to add in. So now every for have this one, right? Okay, so I just open the structure template, and then we were trying to see we try to familiar all this user interface. Okay, in interface, the first thing we will see this one. This one we call the big this one you call the okay. The first thing we will see in here we call the application button. This one application menu. In this application, right, you can do all the default setting. In this one, you can come and change. We will have to use a lot of time for this one. This we go here, we have to change all the options from here. We need to come and change. So this one is the name is just this one application menu. Okay, for user interface, when we start learning the new software, we have to learn all this 10 of this user interface. Why I say like this? Let's say you have to communicate with your colleague in the phone. Some your colleague will say, okay, you go to application menu, you go to this too. Then if you don't familiar, you think that what is application menu? Then you and something like this. So then beside the application menu, you can see that this tool. This one is called the quick access toolbar. But my one I put the below in here because if I put on top because of graphic I cannot see, so I put my one below in here. We can just change and this one. So I just put this one called the quick access toolbar. Why we call the quick access toolbar? Same. Let's say you go all this one tab to another tab, then you can easily can use this one. Let's say you want to add in all this team you are. Let's say you every the whole day you are using tool for the BIM. Let's say for the BIM, I want to add in here. I right click on the BIM and say add to quick access toolbar. Then appear to here. Then in here. Then I don't want here. I can just say the remove from the quick access toolbar. So this is the quick access toolbar to easily access the tool you always every day you are using. Okay. So this one is called the information center. Information center. The information center means, let's say you sign in onto that website, you can get all the latest information from here. This is actually not necessary. We are the other thing this one is useful. This too. Let's say for this question mark, beside question mark we have the down arrow. I go here and go about Revit, and then I can check what are my license number, what is the building, something. This one information you can check from here. This two, right? And this cross is Autodesk Apps tool. If you click this one, it will direct to you the Autodesk Apps tool. Because why we need to go this Apps tool is sometimes we need a lot of add-in tool to install. Because sometimes the default tool is not enough for us to do. We need the innovative way, the faster way. You can see in my one, I install this Archi tool, BCF Manager. In add-in tool, I have a lot of things. This one, I go this one and I download whatever is useful for me. So, and this way during our training, I'm trying to show you how this way useful. Then you all can download. Also, this one also can install. This one also. Some are we need to buy. Some is the free. We try the free first, and then if useful for it, we can buy if we need to buy. Okay. So after that, we will go in here. This one, all these things are called in the tag. So. And then another tag we have the group. They call it this one a structure group. Under the structure group, we have all these things as two. So the whole thing we will call this one a ribbon. Sometimes you are ribbon is sometimes we hide in here. You see this two here. You click here the first time, you hide like this. You click next time and hide everything. You click again. Then you click another again. So whatever you want disappear, you just click here until you appear. Okay, so our user interface we can see from here, and then we will, after this one we will go to the in here, because my one I just combine in here. I will show this one project browser first. Project browser, or this project browser you can just move around. My one I property, and this one I just combine, so I just want to put the one side. But some people they want to put they like to put left side is the project browser, right side is property. So I want to explain this project browser. This project browser is, just now during the BIM introduction we say that, let's say in the BIM 2 we have the plan view, we have the elevation, we have the 3D, we have the section, we have schedule, a lot of things we have. So all these things are they are organized in this project browser. In this project browser, let's say your project browser is missing like this, you can go to view, this suite window, sorry, user interface, you can on in here project browser. So whenever you are some of your dialog box disappear, you can go to view, user interface, and on from here. Okay, so the meaning of project browser is to organize all the view. So whenever you are view, you are create the view, right? They will organize in here. To switch all the view when now let's say I'm level 2, right? Now if I want to go level 1, I just double click on the level 1. So now I'm at the level 1 already. I just double click all this thing, so I can go all the way. So this one called the project browser. Okay, so this one we call the property. This property is just now we see that BIM is the benefits of BIM is 3D plus information, right? So all the information is called in this property is called the parameter. All this one are parameter. So this one called information. So this one is some information we can, let's say if we want to see some information, we can see from this property palette. This property, how they work, I will show you. Let's say I just create a column first. Okay, let's say and this column. So when you select the column, all this property are going to show that related with this column. So now all this property are related with this column. Let's say this column is base level 1, top level 2. Let's say you choose all these two, right? Let's say I choose the column. So information appear in here is all these are related with the two we choose, or the two we selected from here. So let's say now I'm not select anything. If I'm not selected anything, this property is showing the related with the view we are reaching now. Let's say now we are reaching level 2, level 1, right? So this property is showing related with this view. So if we want to change something, we want to change in this from here. Let's say I want to see the property of the column. I can select here, and then I can see from here. So if I don't select anything, this property is related with this column or with this view. The view we are reaching in here. Okay, you clear this one. You confuse. Okay, the property is to see the information, the related information. Let's say now I choose the two. You no need to draw, and then you can just choose the two beam. Then it will give you the related information with the beam. You see, in here all the related with the beam information. Then if you have the existing one, you select the existing one. It will give you the information related with the element you selected. Let's say now you are not select anything. You are not selecting anything, so it will show you the property of the view. You are now the level 1 of the view. Level 1 property will show you. Okay, so in this property we need to separate, understand. Okay, the first, on top of this one, we call this one the type selector. Why we call the type selector, right? Let's say I choose the beam here. This one I just explain you. When we draw one by one, we draw column, we draw beam, we understand more. Now I just want to introduce you what is the term of this thing. Now let's say I choose this one. This one called the, on top of the property box, this one called the type selector. This one called the type selector. Then you can see in this here also, I'm showing that we call it in this one type selector. So this one type selector. So when we call the type selector, you can choose the type from here. Let's say you want to choose the side, you want to choose the beam. Now in the beam, right, we have the steel beam, we have the concrete beam. You can choose from here. Okay, this one called the type selector. Then when you have the existing one, you can choose this one. You can simply go and change from here. Then the change to the steel column to this steel column to the concrete column. So you can just simply go and change like this. This one become the wrong column. So this one called the type selector. Okay. I think we use the existing one of the existing project to understand more. I think. You all can open the sample file. You have the sample file. To open the sample file, you can go. Let's say you can go without me. We go to open. Sorry.
How to exit this interface?
Okay, I'll show you. Let's say now I open this view, then I go to another view, I open a view again, I open view. Now I have a lot of view already. Then you can see, you go to from the view, you go to the suite window, right? You can see whatever view you open, you can see here a lot. So what you can do, you go close hidden first. Go to the close hidden, then all the view are closed, then you can just close from here. Okay, so we open now one of the existing project to study. We sample file from open. We go to open the C, my computer, in the C drive, and then Autodesk, C drive, Autodesk. Oh, sorry. Under the C drive, we have to go program file, C drive program file, Autodesk. And then you can go RVT. If you install 2018, you can see the Revit 2018. You can just go there and you find the sample here. Then you can see all this project.
So open C drive.
Yeah, C drive program file, Autodesk. And then we choose the one structure advanced project line. This one we choose this one and to study. RST Advanced Sample Project.
Advanced.
Now you are. Yeah, Revit 2018 sample. Yeah, this one. Yeah, we open the RST Advanced Sample Project. This one.
RST Advanced Sample Project.
Yeah, we study from there. Okay, so now because I want to explain about this one, now we know already this one is called the type selector, and then Enter the type selector. Okay. So let's say now I selected all this one because I cannot go and choose one by one. Sometimes I want to select all. I select all the thing. From here, right? From here, I just want to see the property of foundation, property of slab, property of column. So what I can do? You see in here now property didn't show me anything already. Yeah, we select everything. So what we can do? We see in here. So we have the 724 item from here. Then I open from here. I can just choose the floor. So it give me the floor property. So this one called the property filter. Okay, I want to explain again this one. Let's say sometimes we can't go and select one by one. We want to select everything. From here, I just want to see the property of the floor. So what I can do in this command drop down arrow, I can see whatever I select a lot of things from here. I can choose the wall. Then it will give me the wall related property. So this one called property filter. Property filter. Okay.
But when we select just the floors, we are still selecting the entire.
And no need. I just give you example. Sometimes if you are easy to understand, you just select the one floor.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes I mean your project you don't want to pick one by one. You just want to do everything. You just select everything. You can choose from this property filter. So you no need to go and pick one by one. Okay. If you are easily can pick, you just pick. Let's say you want to change the roof floor, you just click the roof, then you can change already here. Yeah, you can change the type. Let's say you want to change the material roof deck, you can just simply change from here, from the type selector. Okay, so we go. Beside of the property filter, you will see the edit type. You will see the edit type. Just now I explained you this. We have the 4 level of the element. We go back to here. This one. Let's say now I want to control from the type level. I want to control the round column. So we have to control from here, from edit type. This one called type property. Let's say I want to control all this round column. I select this one and go to edit type. Then I can just simply change what is the thing from here. Okay. So this one now you just need take the remember the name of this one is called the type property. This edit type name is called the type property. So next time when we communicate, when I say that go to type property, so you can just go to here. Okay. So now the last thing we only need to see all this thing appear. So all this one we call the instant parameter for this level to control this level, individual level. So when we conclusion this property palace, the whole thing we call the property palace. Then on top we call the type selector to select your type. To select during your select the tool also you can select the type, or after you drop that you can. My one crashed. Sorry. Okay, I can explain from here. So from inside our this property palace, the first thing we have the type selector. Under the type selector, we have the property filter. Property filter is when you select multiple element, then you do the filter and to filter out what item you want to see. Then beside this one, we have the type property. Below of this thing, a lot of things are called the instant property. So we need to know from which one we need to. So let's say you want to control individual, so you need to go to the instant property. You want to control all the rectangular shape column, you need to go this edit type property. So we need to know which level we need to control. Okay, so in here, whatever we see in here, almost we are understood. I think understand right? This one. Anything you can ask me. Okay, now we go now I want to explain the one called this one, contextual tab, C1th contextual tab, and then option bar and status bar. I want to explain these three: the status bar, and this option bar, and contextual tab. Let's say now if we find contextual tab from here, you cannot see. When you can see the contextual tab, let's say I choose the two, and choose the BIM. Here the new tab appear in here. This one called the contextual tab. This contextual tab is only appear when you select a tool or when you select existing element. Then contextual tab appear. Okay, so I might choose two again. Together with the contextual tab, this one also will appear. You can see in here. This one called the option bar. So when you start doing the first project, right, you try to see the option bar. The option bar means they give you option what to draw. Let's say now I choose the BIM. What floor I want to put level 1. Let's say I choose the column here. In option bar, let me choose what is my base level. You see the base level from first story. Then you want to draw below first story or above first story. Then you have to choose depth or height. So this one called the option bar. So the good practice is whenever you choose the tool, you do not try to immediate draw. You see the option bar, what option they are giving to you. Then you choose the option bar first, and then the below is appear also the status bar. This status bar is like AutoCAD the command. They will give you instruction. Sometimes, right, you choose the tool, you don't know what to do, you just go and read the instruction here. They will give you instruction what to do, the status bar. Okay, so when we choose a tool, three things are appear: contextual tab, option bar, and status bar. This three are when you choose the tool or when you choose the existing element. Okay. So I think then whatever we see in here is almost there. Information center, project property, palette, status bar, view control, navigation. Okay, I left out number 9 and 10, 9, 10, 11. View control bar. View control bar is called this one, the below of the in here. This one called the view control bar. In this view control bar, you can change all the scale. All the scale in here, you can change in here. Then you can change the detail level. Let's say now I can go to the plan. Let's say I go to the plan. Now if in my plan, right, I'm detail level. So when I put the detail level, you can only see the two line. Something. Let's say I go to the median. You can see more detail. This one is not obvious, so I just make it. I will draw a wall. I will draw a wall here. Let's see, right? For this detail level, I want to choose the core. If I choose the core, I can only see two lines. Yeah. Let's say you draw the very big plan. You don't want to see inside the detail will confuse you. So you just choose this core. Then you want to see how many layers you have inside. You can choose the median. You can see this one is concrete. Something. Okay. You want to see very detail. You just choose the fine from here. Now our wall, we don't have any layer. Let's say I can just choose a key wall and draw. Okay, let's say this one I choose the Aki wall. This one I choose the Aki wall. This one they have so many layers. Then when I go to the cost, I can only see the two line. If I go to the median, I can see a bit detail. Then when I go to the fine, I can see a lot of things. So for this one, we can change like this. But we have to make sure, right? If we don't need, you can just change to the core, because this one will be take some of memory from your PC when you run your big projects, right? When you when you make it in file, then you have to generate all the graphic. So your PC speed will be a bit slow. If you don't need, you better just put at the core. If you don't want to see the detail, if you need, you can just change. Okay, so beside this one, we have the this one called visual style. From the visual style, you can change in here wireframe. You want to see all the wireframe, you can change from here. The hidden line, have the shaded mode. Then we have the consistent color. Then the shaded mode. Then all these things you can change. But in here also the lightweight is the hidden one. You can just when you do the modeling, you better do in hidden mode. If you do the shaded mode or this consistent mode, right? This one also your PC speed based on your PC capacity will be a bit slow. You better put in this hidden mode and doing the modeling. So will be. Then for this realistic and ray trace is for to show the real material for some rendering, simple rendering, not real rendering. We still have another render, but sometimes you want to see. Let's say I go the realistic, you can see your like your material color. But this one your PC speed will be slow down. If you use laptop, alright. If your project very big, your PC will be very hot and later. Yeah, this one surely happen. Okay, just this one is some mean for the who for mostly architecture they're using this one to do the analyze it. The thing shaded off. So all this view control bar in detail in our I have the one chapter I will explain more very detail all this one by one how to do the thing. So this one we just say the view control bar now. Okay, the other thing is we have the here view cube. In this view cube, let's say when you go to the first story, you cannot see when you see the plan view, you cannot see this view cube. But when you go to the 3D view, you directly in 3D view, you can see this view cube. If your view cube is not showing in here, you go to the user interface and then you can on from here this one view cubes. Okay, this one. Okay, this view cube let you navigate your thing. Then you can go to the front. You can go to the based on the view cube. You can just rotate your model and navigation from here. Okay, then this one in the home view you can use all this, but from here you can use. Okay, this one called the view cube. Okay, this one is called the navigation bar. When we study, we will study more. This one is called I just introduced. This one is called the navigation. How to navigate? If this one is cannot show, this one is not appear, you can on from navigation bar from here. Okay, I think so. Now our user interface introduction is everything whatever we see in the screen we all the time we understand already. So anything you want to ask for this user interface? Because next time whatever we do, we are familiar. Okay, this thing now let's say I go one view, I can see in here a lot of view. Let's say sometime right you do the whole morning. If you go one view, you change the view and then you go session elevation 3D first story second story, then your viewer will become a lot of list here, to switch view to viewer you can use the control tab to switch your view. Yeah, control tab. But you have to make sure that all this view you open a lot, right? This one also you take some of your PC memory. This one also one thing to slow down your PC. So the good practice is about 15 minutes or half an hour. You go close it, then you close all the and all the behind the view. Then you only can see now you are the view you reach. Yeah, this is the good practice to do. If not, your PC will be slowed down.
How can I move the quick access bar?
Quick access toolbar, you right click on here. You can say put the under the ribbon.
Yeah, I mean, how can I shift the bar?
This bar you want to shift to?
My bar is starting at other position. Yeah. My quick access bar.
Can I see how this?
Starts at here.
Yes.
How can I ship it as well?
Oh, you want to move below, I mean that you can right click from here. So you can click from here, show us below the ribbon.
Okay. Then my option bar is at the bottom. So let's say the structure. Exactly.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Thanks for
just now the question is, let's say you are quick access toolbar, you don't want to put on top, you can right click on the quick access toolbar, you can say show quick access toolbar above the ribbon, then right click show quick access toolbar below the ribbon. Let's say your option bar is appear below, during your select this one, right? You can right click on the option bar, you see the dot at the bottom, then right click dot at the top like this. Okay, so if your screen is big and net, right, you can put one aside. This one is good to see, but sometimes I want to see more. So what I do, I just combine these two. I just combine these two, then I just switch like this. Because I want to get the more screen space. I can just switch for this one. This one up to you how you want to do. Then some people they like to put half also can do. But I like to, for me, I just like to do this, put in one space in here. Okay, so can we continue? Okay. Okay, now we will study that how to do the navigation, how to rotate our model, how to see the thing. Okay, so just now I already say something. We can use those kind of thing. Then we can switch in our project browser. We can double click and switch our view. We can rotate using the view cube. Then we can using the shortcut key. Then I will tell you the shortcut key. Let's say you want to zoom in, zoom out. This one is same thing. We can simply what we can do. We can just zoom row in, row out. This one is zoom in, zoom out. And then to rotate your model, right? What you can do, you press the shift and then you press your row and you can rotate like this. Shift key and your mouse row. Shift key and mouse row. Okay. Okay. Let's say sometime, right? You rotate your thing. You go. You have to go 3D view. Okay, this one, right? Sometimes let's say you rotate the thing, you want to focus in this one, like your center. Then you select the one, this item, then you rotate. So the one you select item become your center point. Now let's say you want to focus this area, you select this column, then you rotate around. So this one will give you the center point of your focal point. Yes.
How you change your highlight to red?
To?
Because when we highlight, it's in blue.
Okay. This one is we have to go the option. We go to the graphic. In the graphic, right, you have in here. Let's say sometimes some people they are very used to AutoCAD. You can change the background black color here. Then your background become black. Okay. For me, I don't like. And then you go to graphic and go here. Let's say you have in here selection it. I change to selection blue color. Pre-selection is the red color. Unless is this yellow color. So mean that I want. Let's say now I'm not selected. When I approach to here, I show you red color. So I understand this one is pre-selection. When you select, this one become the blue color. This one you can change whatever color you like. Okay. So to move your model, you go the pan view. Pan mean we can just press our row and to move around something like this. Okay. And the other thing what we can use is we use the navigation. Then the other thing we can use the navigation this wheel also. I press on this wheel, and then what I can do objects from here. This one, if I want to use only one hand, what I can do, I just press on this wheel, the full navigation wheel, Then I just press the orbit and then I can do. And sometimes we want to use only one hand. Another hand we are drinking coffee. Something we can do like this. And then we can using the zoom in pan also. We can use like this also. Up to you. Then we have the rewind. This rewind also sometimes useful. Let's say I press the rewind, right? Now whatever view I have seen in previous, I can go back from the rewind. Let's say I repeat again. We have the rewind. When I press the rewind, right, or whatever view the previous I have seen, I can go back and see like this from the rewind. Okay, so they have the all these things zoom, but mostly we are not using this one lah. Sometimes the more useful that we using the shortcut lah. To using the shortcut is easy for us. Okay, so this one is we look and feel. All this thing we can switch all our view. Okay, now the other thing we were learning is high end and high element. Because why I explain all these things before we do the modeling. Right? Sometimes during we do modeling, if we are not noted about this one, sometimes we lost all our elements. Sometimes we don't know where to go. So before I do modeling, I explain all these things. Now high end and high element. How to hide our element? Sometimes we need to know how to unhide the thing. Okay, to hide our element, what we can do? We select the thing. You go when you select there, your thing, right? You can see whether in here appear, not appear. Then I select this thing. I go in here. I say I right click. I select my item. I right click, hide in view. I want to hide the element. Then I hide the element, so my roof slab already hide in here. Then I will go back and do again. Let's say this one I'm using the slab. This one I select slab and go to hide in view. This time I choose the category. I want to choose the category. So all the slab are hide already in here. Okay? Yeah, this one is you are one hide. So how to unhide this one? Let's say I will hide my element. To unhide my thing, right? I need to go in this my view control bar. You can see that in it, this one, the light bulb here. Light bulb here. We call the Revit hidden elements. Revit hidden element. Then you press this one. You can see whatever thing highlighting. You can see in this pink color. Whatever thing highlight, you can see in whatever element highlight, you can see in pink color. So you choose this one. Then on top you can see unhide element. Or you can right click, you can do unhide element from here.
Sir, if you don't mind to show this step.
Okay, sure.
How do I get this?
Okay, now we are our topic is we do the hide, how to hide and how to unhide our element. Sometimes our element we have draw many things, but suddenly hide or something. So how we can do it? Let's say I want to show the first thing I want to show you how to hide. I select the thing. I want to go here, right click, I want hide element. If I say hide element, only single item, the one I selected will be hide. If I choose the category, all the same category they want to be hide. Okay, so I want to choose the element first. So I hide already. Now I want to unhide this one. So I want to go the live valve. I want on this one. So when we go in live valve, right, you can see all the pink color mean they are hide item are there show in pink color. So you select the thing. You can see in this one in the contextual tab you can see unhide element, or you can right click, you can go to unhide and view element. Then you can off the light bulb. Then your element appear again. Okay, so again I will show you category. So I will go here. I will hide by category. So all my slab are hide already. I want to Revit, so I will go to Revit hidden element. So for this time, right, during I hide using category. When I select in here, you will give me option and hide category. So when you hide one by one, it gives you option and hide element. When you hide in category, it will give you option and hide category. So I do and hide category, so everything appear. Okay.
there a table for us to see what are the list of items on the item? What are the list of items?
Sorry,
Is there a list of tables that we can just scan through and see what are the items that are key?
what are the item height?
Yeah, like not seeing the model, there's a table for us to know what are the items that are key.
What are the item height inside? You mean
In
like
the
this?
model, yes.
In the model, in the table, we cannot see like this.
I see.
Yeah, we cannot get like that. But what we can see, we go in here, we can see the pink color are the height. We can see like this. Yeah. Your element height is not only this one is only one option. You still have other option when you are object when you are element height in view. This one I will explain one by one. So this one is just one of the option. So let's say your element suddenly hide or disappear. The first thing you check in this one. Then the second thing I will explain the thing. Yeah. They have a few options to hide the element. Okay, so now I'm go the temporary hide or isolate. Temporary hide or isolate. Because this one I'm not going to read one sentence by one sentence. If you have time, or you can just read. Like next time you want to reference, you can just read. I will just show in here. Now our topic is temporary hide or isolate. What's the meaning? Okay, let's say sometime I'm doing my column. I just don't want to see this wall, but I don't want to hide, and I don't want to hide, and then later I need to find to and hide. I just want to temporarily hide. I want to see behind, what is the behind of this thing. So what we can do, we go to beside this light bulb, we have this one, the glasses here. You call the temporary hide or isolate. So I click this one, then I have the option here. You want to isolate or you want to hide. Let's say I want to hide, right? I want to see the hide element. Then now I choose wrong. Let's say I select this one. I go ribbon hide element. So my one element hide in here, but you can see in here this cyan color appear, temporary hide isolate. So you hide the thing, then you do whatever thing you want to update. After that you want to and hide your one, you just click this one. You can do recess temporary hide isolate, then everything will become out. Let's say I choose my column here and go in here. I will say that isolate category, and then all the thing are isolate will be appear. Then I can changing whatever I want to do.
So isolate, what does isolate means is that you, for example, you have so many things, if you want to see all the columns, right, you isolate the columns.
Yeah. Only let's say you want to see single column also can. What the thing, you can select this one, you go isolate element.
By element?
Yeah, isolate element, the only single item. Isolate means they and hide your unselected object. Yeah. Okay, so we go to recess temporary hide and isolate. Okay, let's say sometime, right, I select the slab, I go in here, I hide my all the category. So all my slabs are hide already. Then I go to this one, I accidentally press apply hide isolate to view. So all my things are hide already. So this one is similar to the one we just now we hide in right click. So all my things are hide already. Do you know where we can make it this one reappear? Same thing, we still can go back to this one, reveal hidden element. We select this one, we say that, and hide category. Okay, this one I will repeat again. Let's say I choose my slab. Sometimes I go here, I say that hide element. So my one hide already. So I want to reveal. By right, I want to do the recess, but I accidentally press apply hide isolate. So this one permanent hide become already. So when you want to reveal, you go to reveal hidden element. You select the thing. You select your slab. and then you add another element. Okay, so okay, everyone staying with me? So